Hey, what's up, guys? It is Brian, and it is Monday morning. That is right, guys. Hopefully, everyone's doing okay out there. Monday mornings are meant for sleeping in. That's right, guys. Slept in a little bit this morning on accident. Didn't set an alarm. Stayed up late last night, working on a project, and then woke up right at like 9:15, 9 something. Oh shit. So we going live at 10 instead this morning, guys. An hour. An hour. Hopefully everyone's out there. Hopefully this works out better for some people. One time only. We'll be going live again at 9 from here on out, guys. Just wanted to sleep in. Just wanted to sleep. Wanted to treat myself. Come on. What's wrong with that, guys? Hopefully everyone had a great weekend out there, guys. Crazy weekend. Um, like every weekend, guys. Las Vegas, Nevada. We're going to play a game this morning, guys. Monday morning. From here on out, I think, well, we'll switch it up every other week or something. But we are going to be looking at some of the wildest arrests from the weekend from Las Vegas, guys. Nothing says better stories from the cops than Las Vegas on a weekend, guys. That's right. We're talking people still in caskets. We're talking principals flying in from Florida, throwing mass parties at their Vegas Airbnb for teenagers. We're talking all the craziness, guys. We're going to cover it this morning. I don't know what we're going to call it. Sin City something. I don't know. We got to figure out a name for it, guys. We got what I think their mug shots would look like. What? We're going to get into that, guys. So we're going to talk some of the craziest arrests coming out of Vegas this weekend. You know there's some crazy ones. How did you get high without weed? Monday fun day. Let's get high. How do you get high without weed? Asking for a friend. So who was it? Danny Trejo. Danny Trejo of all people. Was talking about Charles Manson and how he was a celly with Charles Manson before the big murders. And none of the white guys liked Manson. Probably was annoying, to be honest. But he said he let Manson ride in the Mexican car, which is what they call like your race, the car. And he said the reason he did was because Charles Manson knew how to hypnotize people, and he would hypnotize them all into thinking they were high. And so they kept him around because they would they would get high, and they kept him around for a little bit. But yeah, that there you go, Lonnie. Let's learn how to hypnotize ourselves so we can be high without weed. That's what we need. Rumble that Twitch switch. I saw how did the Broken Brain. I saw how did the Rumble go? How did the Rumble go last night? I saw some posts about it. Anyway, guys, we got that. We got the Wakey Bakey news. We got all the things cracking this morning, guys. We're looking at the craziest, wildest mugshots and arrests from the weekend of Las Vegas, guys. You know it's going to be good. Oh, you know it's going to be good. We're going to get into that Wakey Bakey news today in history, all the things, guys. So buckle in, kick the tires, light the fires, because we go live in 2. That's right, guys. Let's do this thing. Wakey Bakey Morning Show, dailydank.com. Here we go.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Get ready for your host with more.
Get ready for your host with more.
Mr. Brian Brown.
Mr. Brian Brown.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Que la roja pichuela y cuando le moviese el ligado igualito que yuca. Ese pelo que tiene tan lindo, no venga a pensar que eso es una peluca. Tiene cotorra, perico, yo tengo cotorra, tú tienes la cuca. Está claro en el ring, en el piso yo tengo.
No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no.
Oh yeah. Good morning. Jeremy, what happened to the 7:10 show? It was too goddamn early to wake up every morning. So it turned into a 9 o'clock a.m. show, man. That 7:10 came quick. That came quick for years. For years I did that. Got my 15-year-old laptop working, so now I can play Star Wars Old Republic. Nice. That's a good game, man. I haven't played that game in forever, Lonnie. That's awesome. Jeremy, how's it going? Hey, did you make it down to the Killers concert over the weekend? Heard it was a great show, man. In Laughlin over at Harris. We never get the Killers, man. Massive show. I heard it was pretty good. I did see you made it out to the Monkeys, Jeremy. That's awesome, man. I love me the Monkeys, man. How was the show? It looked pretty good. I think there's only one monkey left, so it was just the monkey. It became 11 a.m. Arizona show. I didn't go. But how are things though, Jeremy? Hopefully everything's going good in your life, man. I was actually just thinking about you. I need to run down to Kingman and meet up here pretty soon, man. Pretty soon. The late start allowed Nikki to sleep in without the intro song. Well, we probably helped you out then a little bit. Harvey hooligans. April wakes up her daughter for school, or used to. That would be a great come. I will probably like either tomorrow or the next day. Um, what was I saying? April wakes up her daughter with the Wakey Bakey Morning Show. She doesn't want to get up for school, or she used to when we go at 7. But yeah, that song, man, that song's enough to get anyone fucking up out of bed. Not in a good mood. Not in a good way. Oh man, what do we got cooking over the weekend, guys? Me and April, we stayed in. Looking for a come up. Only got $20 in my pocket. Sounds like a rap song. Brian, if you get a chance, could you check out my stream? It was entertaining. 100%. I was wondering about how did that go on Rumble, man. Interested. We tried a new spot to us, old spot as I spit everywhere. Roadhouse 95 for all you local smokers. Roadhouse 95 over on 95 in Fort Mojave. Great food, man. I had this barbecue brisket Philly cheesesteak sandwich, man. It was fire. It was so good. It was a little cooked a little too much, just a little. Not too bad though. We were gonna film it, but it was so damn good that I just started eating it, man. I'm like, you know what? Some things are not meant to be filmed, and me destroying this thing. And then April got what is it? Pulled pork nachos or I don't know, some kind of barbecue nachos, man. It was really good. Not a bad price. If you guys ever in Fort Mojave looking for something different, Roadhouse 95, man. It's kind of like bar barbecue food. Pretty good though. I want to say it used to be like Mr. G's or something like that way back in the day. Way back in the day. I remember my cousin Like I must have been like 8 or 9 finding Mr. G's sandwich shop saying like how great it was and they would only go there. I don't know, you know how people get, especially back in the 80s. God bless you, my Aunt Marie, my crazy Aunt Marie. God rest her soul. Um, Hopefully, she's getting the peace she deserves. But yeah, she was a wild one, eating Mr. G's sandwiches. Oh man, whole bunch. Let's see. Aaron, there's Aaron. Can't sleep. I think I might have COVID. Oh man, is COVID still a thing? Um, it's kind of like the flu now, right? Like if you get COVID, you're like, oh, I got the flu. Um, Hopefully you feel better, Aaron. Hopefully you feel better. Do you need to isolate for 2 weeks? Was that what we all did? Remember when COVID first hit and they were like, and there was the information was bullshit about it. Like we didn't know what the fuck. Um, and they were like, if you go somewhere new or if you travel or whatever, you need to isolate for 7 days or whatever it was. So, like, people who didn't have COVID would like go to a new town to I remember watching Gold Rush and he had to, Parker. The main star of Gold Rush had to be in Alaska by a certain time, and it was like COVID, and it was going to be hard. So he got there before they shut the border down, and he was like, "Whoa, I got to Alaska and I isolated for 7 days, but you weren't sick. Just because you go somewhere and isolate for 7 days doesn't mean you're going to be immune to the sickness." I'm gonna go pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. Who was that? Macklemore got $20 in my pocket. Yeah. So I don't know, man. Crazy. Rosie the bulldog. Oh, she just jumped up. Heard me say her name. Rosie the bulldog, guys. She's thanks, Brian. Yeah, so the medical professionals were just guessing, I reckon. I think so. I'm not like a big COVID conspiracy guy. Like I know they made mistakes. We all know they made mistakes. I'm not one to be like, oh, I knew it all along. Fight the power. Whatever, whatever it may be, guys. Fight the power. Um, but you know, there was a lot of shit that we did that. Like I guess the distancing wasn't necessary. The plexiglass, oh my god, all the plexiglass everywhere. Who remembers that? That was a crazy time, man. Kind of cool to be alive during it. That's gonna be kind of a moment, man. In like 15, 20 years, people will look back and talk about the COVID conspiracy or the COVID pandemic, whatever they're gonna call it. Um, it's crazy, man. It's kind of cool to be part of it. It was crazy, man. All right, guys. All right. Mr. Crispers is like, where is roll call? Where is roll call? We know you're watching, Mr. Crispers. We love you. We love you, buddy. We are gonna do roll call towards the end. That way, when I show the video, it's kind of like the end. So we're gonna start with Wakey Bakey News. When I was in Parker, it was funny. All the snowbirds got stuck in Arizona, and it started to get too hot for them because of COVID restrictions. It was just hitting 85, 90. That is, and you know what's fucked up? They stole our toilet paper. All those snowbirds stocked up on toilet paper here, and then took it all back with them to Minnesota or wherever they're from. Bastard snowbirds. No. All right, guys, who's ready for some wakey bakey news this morning, guys? That's right, we're flipping the script. We're gonna do roll call towards the end, guys. But I do want to do a big shout out to everyone out here who's on here right now. We got Harvey Hooligans in the house, Lonnie's in the house, Broken Brain. Who else we got? We got Jeremy. Jeremy. He's that 710 show, baby. That 710 show. Fight for Freedom, Chantel, Pioneer Wizard, big shout out, 19. Don't just look up Pioneer Wizard. That's not the one you want to follow. Pioneer Wizard 19. over on Twitch, guys. Go hit him up. Good stuff over there. Big shout out to Pard's Barbecue. It was the spot, Harvey Hooligan says. Yes, the flu still exists. Just don't take the vaccine. Oh, man. Hey, there's Tim W. There's Tim W. We got you on the TV for the boys. Hey, River, Connor, how's it doing? How's it doing? How are you guys doing? Big shout out to River and Connor. I'm their peepaw, apparently, guys. That's right. I was just pointed. River, most adorable, one of the two most adorable kids that I know. Connor's the other one, and I know a bunch of adorable kids. So let's not just rump them all up into one. But Connor and River, two adorable kids I've been hanging out with, and Connor and River Moore, because he can talk, elected me. He chose me. I'm the chosen one, guy. I am Peepaw. That's right. He just was like, one day he's like, hey, you're Peepaw. And I'm like, all right. So now we're buddies. We've been playing cars. We've been playing all the things, guys. River said, try again. So big shout out. The Nazis that helped America make the space program on deathbed predicted mass vaccines and pandemic. Von Braun, that's right. I think I'm a conspiracy nutter, LOL. It's a lot of, man, that whole Nazi thing is really crazy. Like how after the war ended, and like us and Russia were just scooping up their scientists. That's a crazy thing to get into. Um, One day for hey, tomorrow's conspiracy theory Tuesday. We could do it. We could do it. All right, guys, let's get into a little wakey bakey news. Big shout out to everyone out there, guys. April, everyone, and a big shout out to everyone who's watching who can't comment. Whether you're making coffee, you're making the donuts, you're working the restaurant, you're working for the shitty city of Needles, whatever it is, guys. We appreciate you. You're out there doing the hard work. You're making life happen for us. I salute you guys. All right, let's get into a little thing I like to call the Wakey Bakey News.
Wake up, sleepyheads, turn on the tube. Wakey Bakey Morning got the latest scoop. Celeb news, gossip like a wild parade. Spill the beans while you sip that lemonade. Crazy news stories that'll blow your mind. Aliens on the loose, or did Bigfoot find? Grab a bowl and let's dive into the hype. Morning show groove with the stoner type. Wakey Bakey, every morning it's a dare. Catch the crazy news just floating in the air. Celeb drama and the wild world blend. Morning laughs that never end.
All right, guys, let's see if we can bring in the robot girl this morning, guys. Let's see if they are down to help us out this morning. All right, let's see this. Good morning, robot girl. Are you ready to do the Wakey Bakey News for 2/24/2025? We are looking for some wacky, some fun, some crazy news stories to start our week. Today is Monday. Can you read some crazy news stories for me, robot girl, and do one at a time? Ask me a follow-up question, and then we take it from there and we move on to the next story. What do you think, robot girl? Can you handle that this morning?
Good morning. Let's kick off today's Wakey Bakey News with a quirky story. A recent study found that people who talk to their plants may actually help them grow better. Researchers discovered that certain frequencies of human speech can stimulate plant growth. This has led to a new trend where gardeners are using specific playlists to talk to their plants. What do you think about this? Could your plants be thriving because of your conversations with them?
This is kind of a story as old as time, right? What do you think, Tank Nation? I've heard about this for a long time. People who talk to their plants, the plants grow bigger and better. I don't know. I've heard this a lot of times throughout my life. Robot Girl, is there any science to back up that plants do better, or plants do better if you talk to them or if you engage with them? I guess would be the proper word.
Yes, there's actual science behind it. Studies have shown that plants respond to sound vibrations, including human speech. Plants don't hear like we do, but they can detect vibrations in the air. When we talk to them, the vibrations stimulate growth-related genes, leading to stronger stems and healthier leaves. One of the most famous studies was conducted by the Royal Horticultural Society, RHS, in the UK. They found that tomato plants exposed to recorded human voices grew faster than those in silence. Even more interesting, plants seem to prefer female voices, as they produce growth responses compared to male voices. Scientists also believe that the carbon dioxide, CO2, we exhale while talking benefits the plant's photosynthesis process. So, when you're chatting up your ficus or serenading your succulents, you're not just giving them love, you're giving them science-backed nourishment. What do you think, Dank Nation? Do your plants like it when you talk to them? Or do you think it's all just a green thumb placebo effect?
Well, I gotta think, like, because all of us are cannabis users here. Some of us are growers, growing the old cannabis. What playlist would you recommend, Robot Girl? What playlist to make the biggest buds come out of our cultivation process? What would you suggest?
Oh, now we're talking. If you want to grow the dankest, biggest buds, you need the right playlist to stimulate your cannabis plants. Studies suggest that low-frequency sounds, classical music, and even reggae can promote growth by vibrating the plant cells just right. Here's what I'd recommend for the ultimate dank grow room playlist. Reggae and dub, the chill vibes approach. Bob Marley, Sun is Shining, Peter Tosh, Legalize It, Stick Figure Weight of Sound, Revolution, Feeling Alright, Slightly Stupid. This joint. Why? The low bass frequencies and relaxed rhythms promote root and stem strength. Plus, your plants will be vibing just as hard as you are. Classical music, the high-class buds. Mozart, Symphony Num, 40 Beethoven, Moonlight Sonata. Chopin Nocturne in E-flat major. Debussy, Clair de Lune. Why? Classical music is known to increase plant metabolism and cell division, leading to stronger growth. And psychedelic rock, the trippy grow room experience. Pink Floyd, Echoes, The Doors, Riders on the Storm, Grateful Dead, Dark Star, Jefferson Airplane, White Rabbit. Why? The psychedelic sounds and experimental frequencies create the perfect growth-stimulating ambiance. Lo-fi and ambient beats, the chill grower's choice. Chill hop music, lo-fi beats to grow to. Tycho, Awake, Boards of Canada, Roig, Tame Impala. Yes, I'm changing. Why? Lo-fi and ambient music keep a relaxed, steady vibration in the room, reducing plant stress while they stretch toward the light. 432 Hz and nature sounds, the pure frequency approach. 432 Hz binaural beats for growth, rainforest sounds and
She's
birds
going
chirping,
crazy. She's
running
going
water
off
with
of it.
gentle wind. Why? 432 Hz is said to be the healing frequency and
I've
is
heard
linked to
that.
positive plant response. Nature sounds mimic the outdoor environment. So Dank Nation, what's your grow room vibe? Are you rocking some Marley, some Mozart, or some trippy Floyd while your plants do their thing?
You know, I could see some guy, hey man, what are you feeding these plants? They're doing really good. Oh, I'm only feeding them the finest in tunes, man. Only the finest Grateful Dead tunes. All right, Robot Girl, what's the next story you got for us?
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
That's all right, Robot Girl. What's the next story you got for us?
All right, let's dive into another quirky news story. In Inazawa, Japan, over 7,000 men participated in the Konomiya Naked Festival, a tradition that's been going on for more than 1,200 years. Participants, wearing only loincloths, gather at a Shinto shrine to touch a god-man believed to carry away misfortune. This year's god-man was 26-year-old Ryota Kato, who threw himself into the crowd as the men chanted and fought to touch him. About an hour later, he emerged from the crowd and entered the shrine. What do you think about this tradition? Would you participate in such a festival?
I'm a little confused. First of all, I don't like having my shirt off around anybody, let alone 12,000 other men with their shirts off. And who is this God man? Is it like a guy who actually thinks he's a God man? Or is it someone who just gets picked to play God man during this time? I'm so confused, Robot Girl.
Great questions. The Shinotoko, or God Man, in the Konomiya Naked Festival isn't someone who thinks he's a god, but rather a randomly chosen man who symbolically absorbs all the bad luck and misfortune of the entire community. He then carries those misfortunes away when he enters the shrine. Each year, a different man is chosen, usually between 20 to 30 years old, by the shrine. Once picked, he undergoes a purification ritual, is stripped down to a loincloth, and is then released into a sea of thousands of nearly naked men who fight to touch him, because touching the Shinotoko is believed to bring good fortune. It's basically a chaotic, half-naked shoving match of men chasing after one guy to grab him for luck. So no, he's not someone who thinks he's divine. He's just an unlucky guy who has to endure a lot of grabbing and shoving for the sake of tradition. Still thinking about signing up, Brian? Or is this not the type of festival for you?
Oh, definitely not the festival for me. 20,000 naked men trying to touch me while I'm naked? No, I'm no god, man. I'm just a normal guy, and I'm okay with not 20,000 people touching me naked. Oh, Lord. What's the next story you got for us, Robot Girl?
All right, let's dive into another quirky news story. In Inazawa, Japan, over 7,000 men participated in the Konomiya Naked Festival, a tradition that's been going on for more than 1,200 years. Participants, wearing only loincloths,
Oh. Hang on. All right, let's get it going. All right, sorry about that, Robot Girl. We had some technical problems. We just did the story of the Naked Man, God Man Festival. Can you give us a new news story to go off of?
Apologies for the earlier technical hiccup. Let's dive into another quirky news story. In Sydney, Australia, a Vietnamese restaurant owner ordered custom fortune cookies with humorous messages for Valentine's Day. However, the manufacturer mistakenly sent some of these cookies to another customer, causing distress. In response, the manufacturer announced they would no longer fulfill orders for custom messages that are offensive or contain expletives. The restaurant owner expressed frustration, stating, "If you're getting it mixed up with other restaurants, that's not my fault." What do you think about this situation? Should manufacturers have the right to refuse certain custom messages, or should customers be free to request any message they desire?
I think they should request any message they desire. It could be a custom job. I gotta know, Robot Girl, is there any information on what these fortunes said that got mixed up and sent to a different restaurant?
In Sydney, Australia, a Vietnamese restaurant owner ordered custom fortune cookies with humorous messages for Valentine's Day. However, the manufacturer mistakenly sent some of these cookies to another customer, causing distress.
Oh,
In response,
robot
the
girl.
manufacturer announced they would no
She doesn't
longer
like
fulfill
repeating
orders
herself.
for custom messages that are offensive or contain expletives. The restaurant owner expressed frustration, stating, "If you're getting it mixed up with other restaurants, that's not my fault." What do you think about this situation? Should manufacturers have the right to refuse certain custom messages, or should customers be free to request any message they desire?
What were some of the messages on the fortune cookies, robot girl? Do we have that information?
In Sydney, Australia, a Vietnamese restaurant owner ordered custom fortune cookies with humorous messages for Valentine's Day. However, the manufacturer mistakenly sent some of these cookies to another customer, causing
All right, robot girl. We're kicking you off the show, robot girl. That's it. We gotta do this on our own. This was in Australia. All right. Bad fortune cookie messages, guys. We're going to get into this. That's how we roll on this show. Robot Girl messes us up, and we just roll with it, guys. Now she's just fucking with you. She's trolling me. 100%. 100%. I think Robot Girl got into creepy Joe Biden's medicine cabinet. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, guys, let's look at some of these fortune cookies. Maybe. Here we go. He sat and watched me eat Chinese takeout for a half hour. Then this happened. Someone is looking up to you. Don't let that person down. Oh, that is the truth. That is the truth. Oh, man, if you can see how many times Rosie would stares at us while we're trying to eat our food. Oh, man, that's a good one. That actually is a really good one. All right, next one. Run. What would you guys do if you got a fortune cookie that said just run? Just run. You know, one of my favorites, Bazooka Joe Bubblegum. Remember Bazooka? They used to give you the fortune on the comic. So the gum was like wrapped in a comic. So you would unwrap the gum and there'd be a little comic. And in the corner, it would have a fortune. And it would, my favorite one I ever saw was, it said, "I am trapped in a bubblegum factory, forced to write fortunes on this. Please help me." That was like the best one ever, man. No snowflake is an avalanche. No snowflake in an avalanche ever feels responsible. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Here's another one, guys. About time I got out of that cookie. That is a good one. That is a good one. Fortune cookie. If you eat something and nobody sees you eat it, it has no calories. If a tree falls in the woods and there's no one there to hear the sound. Fuck, Lonnie. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. If you need anything, we're here for you, man. If we need anything, we're here for you. Sometimes in life, someone in your life needs a letter from you. Soon you will receive a letter from a loved one. Hey, man, they're answering their own questions. They're answering their bazooka gum wrapped in a comic. That gum was the worst gum. Worse than the gum you got in the Tops pack. Oh, no, man. That Tops gum was the drizzling shits, man. That Tops gum was the fucking worst. Oh. Never do anything halfway. If you always do. My coworker just came back from a sick leave. He had a heart attack. To celebrate, we went for Chinese. These were in his fortune cookies. Your heart will skip a beat. 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 Oh, we love you, Lonnie. We love you, brother. Don't be afraid to take that big step. My wife and my fortune cookies. Hers is on top. A passionate new romance will appear in your life when you least expect it. You will move to a wonderful new home within a year. Oh, that's some fucked up shit. I have an unopened pack of 88 Batman. It still has the gum in it. Ooh. You guys ever watch LA Beast? It's a guy who eats a bunch of weird shit online. And he will do the eat the old gum and stuff. He eats a lot worse than that. But if you guys want to check it out, LA Beast. Just when I thought I got a good fortune cookie, a new romance is in the future. Ignore previous cookie. When the universe corrects itself. Don't expect much from a cookie. I cannot help for you. I am just a cookie. Oh, man. We'll screw you too, fortune cookie. You will marry a professional athlete if competitive eating can be considered a sport. Those are the best ones. Ones like that, man. Ones like that. All right. My wife and I also got some. Perhaps this is the wife's the one on top. Perhaps you've been focused too much on spending. Perhaps you've been focused too much on saving. There's a middle ground. There's a middle ground there. All right. This was from my fortune cookie last night. Should I call somebody or help? I'm being held prisoner in a Chinese bakery. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. Right there. Faster than a bear. You don't have to be faster than the bear. You just have to be faster than the slowest guy running from it. Hey, they're not wrong. They're not wrong. Two fortune cookies and two fortunes and one cookie. You look pretty. In youth and beauty, wisdom is rare. When a fortune cookie finally speaks up, ask not what your fortune cookie can do for you, but what you can do for your fortune cookie. That's right. I have a dream, a cookie dream. Oh, man. All right, last one here, guys. Enjoy yourself while you can. I think my cookie just threatened me. Oh, let's do one more. These are good. And we'll do some today in history. Let's see. The best fortune cookie. If you think you're going to sum up the life on this little piece of paper, you're crazy. I see money in the future. It is not yours, though. Oh, that's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome, man. Oh, man. All right, guys. Let's get into a little thing I like to call Today in History, guys. That's right. Today in History brought to you by the Healing Center, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. Your #1 cannabis superstore, guys, in all the land. That's right. Oh, shit, Harvey Hooligans. I was going to do, I got my wax thing. Oh, shit. My alarm just going off. I would have really slept in late there. That's crazy. All right, guys, let's get into Today in History. Brought to you by the Healing Center, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. Where you'll never regret paying too much, because you never will, guys. That's right. When you look back in history, you'll be like, I saved green on some green, only at the Healing Center. Let's do this thing, guys. In history, a journey through time where legends are born and secrets intertwine. Join us at 7:10 a.m. for all to see as we unravel the histories from our history. All right. Today in history, a journey through time. All right. Let me do this here real quick, guys. Britannica.com is where we get all our info from. All right, share this bad boy. All right, Today in History, guys, brought to you by the Healing Center. Birthdays, we got birthdays. Big birthdays today, guys. Charles V, I am. Charles V, I am. Holy Roman Emperor, born in 1500. 1948. Jaliatha Joram, Italian actress and politician, born in 1948. Steve Jobs, American businessman, the Apple man, Steve Jobs, born on today, guys. Floyd Mayweather Jr., considered one of the greatest boxers of all time, if not the greatest technical boxer. Born today, guys. And then we got Lalita Hyatt, Australian athlete, guys, was born in 1981. Aaron, who is Lalita Hyatt. And then Charles V, I am, was born today at 1500, guys. U.S. President Andrew Johnson was impeached today in 1868. On this day in 1868, the U.S. House of Representatives voted 126 to 47 to impeach President Andrew Johnson, whose lenient Reconstruction policies regarded the South after the Civil War angered radical Republicans in Congress. 2022, some 8 years after illegally annexing Crimea, Russia. After illegally annexing Crimea, Russia invaded Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin cited several reasons for the war, including the false claim that Ukraine president and other government officials were neo-Nazis. Remember, I forgot about that. But, man, the war rages on. What are we, 3 years into it now? Holy moly, man. Hopefully they get that shit figured out. I don't know, man. Not to go political on you, shit's going south on that one. Like, I love the way the country's moving, but I don't think that's the correct way. But what do I know? I'm just a guy who smokes weed and talks about it on the air. 2020, American mathematician Katherine Johnson, whose trailblazing work at NASA became known to wide audiences through the book Hidden Figures, and then the movie in 2016, died at age 101 in 2020. Wow. American film producer Harvey Weinstein, whose career ended amid numerous allegations of sexual harassment. Many viewed the verdict as a victory for Me Too movement, who sought the assist of survivors of sexual assault. He's still fighting that shit, ain't he? 1991, U.S. ground operations began the Persian Gulf War. More than a month after an air war was launched against Iraq to free Iraqi-occupied Kuwait. 1991, no, we don't do that. 1976, the regime of Fidel Castro adopted the Constitution of Cuba, which mandated the operation of only one political party, the Communist Party. American businessman Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple and a charismatic pioneer of the personal computer era, was born. 1942, the Voice of America made its first broadcast in Germany to counter propaganda of the Nazi leaders. 1848, the anti-moniker revolution in 1848 reached France, the one nation where insurgent was successful. 1836, American painter Winslow Homer, who captured the interaction of humans and nature in his watercolor, was born in Boston. 1821, Augustine D. something or other made an appeal for an independent Mexico plan. In Marlborough versus Madison, the U.S. Supreme Court declared an act of Congress was unconstitutional, thus establishing the doctrine of judicial review. So the appeal process was invented in 1803. I love it. 1739, the Battle of Karnar pitted the invading forces of Nardar Shah of Iran against Muhammad Shah, Mongolia Emperor of India. And then in 1525, the forces of Habsburg Emperor Charles V, annihilated the army of Francis I of France of the Battle of Pava, something or other. And then tomorrow, guys, we got Chelsea Handler's birthday. Oh Lord, I'll be ranting tomorrow. Guys. That's a fact. Oh, that is a fact. We'll be ranting tomorrow. Oh man, let's see if this will actually work. All right, guys. Crazy Vegas arrest over the weekend, guys. I thought this sounded like a pretty good game. I thought this might be a pretty good game to play, or pretty good. Every Monday, we'll talk about some crazy people. Yeah, shit, that ain't gonna work. I have to do this a different way. You know, that's one thing I hate about Chat. Okay, we can do it this way. All right, we can do it this way. All right, guys, let's get in. Maybe we can do it this way. Hang on. Let's get into it. All right, yeah, let's scroll. Hang on. I got this. We got this, guys. Here we go. All right. Boom. Let's get into this, guys. The wildest arrests from Vegas over the weekend, guys. We're going to go each one by one. Are you ready? Are you ready to see what's happening in the big city? Damn, I'm smashed pretty good considering it's almost 2 years old. Thanks, Brian Brown. Your show definitely made me feel better. Well, that's I appreciate you, Aaron. Appreciate all you guys, man. Appreciate all you guys. All right, first up, guys, we got Antonio Lamar Bland and Abigail Lucy, reminiscent of a modern day Bonnie and Clyde. They embarked on an armed robbery spree across California. In the midst of their crime, they took a detour to Las Vegas to get married. Their honeymoon was short lived as they were arrested on Valentine's Day after a botched robbery attempt. The couple, along with an accomplice, targeted multiple stores, including 7-Eleven outlets, a donut shop, and now they face multiple charges, including robbery and conspiracy, guys. Modern day Bonnie and Clyde. What the fuck? But hey, baby, we're all whacked out on the crank. Let's go head on down to Vegas. Oh, man. Who's robbing donut shops? That's where all the cops are. No, they don't play well with others. Nope, not at all. It's Michael. Fuck you. Fuck you. It's not Michael Moore's birthday. Oh, man. I was listening to something about him the other day and thought about you guys. So, yeah, who's robbing donut shops? Modern day Bonnie and Clyde, huh? 7-Elevens and donut shops. They were masterminds, these two. Oh, but now they're doing time, man. And Nevada don't fuck around, man. If you're gonna get busted anywhere, don't get busted in Nevada. That's a fact. Oh, what did I do here? There we go. There we go. All right, guys. Up next, we got the Sinister Seductress. That's right. A deadly romance scam, guys. Aurora Phillips, 43, orchestrated a 3-year scheme in Las Vegas using dating apps to lure elderly men. She would then drug them and steal their identities, amassing hundreds of thousands of dollars. Her actions are linked to the death of 3 victims after fleeing to Mexico. She was arrested and now facing multiple charges, including wire fraud and identity theft. That's kind of shitty, man, because 10 business days before you see a judge. Oh, man. Old men get lonely, man. Especially like you, really, like they just want someone to listen to their bullshit stories. And you get like a girl who's so young and somewhat attractive and knows how to work it. Fuck that, man. I mean, these guys are just lonely dudes. They don't deserve to be drugged and robbed. I saw one where a woman OD'd a guy on accident and killed him and had a bunch of charges pending about that. That's some fucked up shit. I mean, it happens on both sides. So there was a guy, a buddy of mine, not the guy, a buddy of mine's a private investigator locally, and he actually uncovered the crime of a guy who was he was meeting women who like were estranged from their families, like older women on Social Security, and he would get with them, murder them, and then collect their Social Security payments. And they were estranged from their families. So no one really knew they were gone. It was a big deal, man. It happens. It happened. Cardi B did that shit. Fuck Cardi B. Another idiot who does weird shit with her mouth. That's a fucked up. That's how you get killed, man. That's how you get killed. Fuck around, you get a guy with a high tolerance. It'll fuck you up, man. All right. The bizarre casket heist, guys. Oh, wait till you see this. Wait till you see this one. This macabre incident. Patricia Sierra, 47, was caught stealing a casket with a body inside of it from a Las Vegas funeral home. She claimed to have blacked out from drinking 6 beers and had no recollection of the event. Surveillance footage captured her breaking into the funeral home, dragging the casket outside. She faces charges of burglary, grand larceny, and disturbing human remains. I love the AI made look at AI made the police car like a hearse. And look at these cops just shaking each other. This guy looks like a prisoner. These guys look like I don't know what's going on here. But what do you guys think? You think someone roofied her and she got away and she just started doing weird shit? Like I mean that can't be rational. You're breaking into a fucking funeral home just to move a body in a casket, giving a dog a bone. I don't know, man. I've never been roofied. I've been blacked out drunk before. When I was a kid, man, when I was like 17, I had been up for, I was a meth head. Well, you know, I had been up for 3 days straight, just maybe 4 days. It wasn't super long, but it was enough that I was beat up. I remember I had to go do a community service at a hospital, and I was doing little bumps in the bathroom while I did. That was stupid. But at night, I was drinking a little bit with some friends, and I had been up for days, probably haven't eaten for days, and I drank, I did some shots and a couple beers, and all I remember was leaving the party. I was on foot, and I was like probably 12, 15 blocks from my house, half a mile at the most. And I remember hitting the corner, and boom, that was it. That's all I remember. I don't remember getting home. I don't remember nothing. I remember my mom was freaking out because she couldn't wake me up, and there was like red on my pillow from something else, and she thought it was blood, and I couldn't wake up. Oh, that's the only time I've ever blacked out drunk, man. Um, what about you guys? Any good blackout stories? Um, you might not remember them because you're blacked out. But yeah, I don't know, man. With a roofie, I'm assuming it's the same thing. You're on autopilot, right? What's that, Ambien? Like people get away with murder who are on Ambien. Like you just go into a different state of reality. I don't know. I don't know, man. But she's got a story to tell now. She's got a story to tell now. All right, guys. And a story of a Las Vegas high school mascot. The school spit mascot. Mask is no, it's mask, not mascot. Oh darn it. Um, I did K one time. It was the weirdest high I ever had. That is weird. I never have done that. A high school spit mask incident. A chaotic scene unfolded at Las Vegas Academy of Arts when a male student attacked two female classmates. Upon police arrival, the student continued his violent behavior, attempting to spit on and bite the officers. He was restrained with a spit mask and removed from the campus. The incident, captured on video, led to discussions about student behavior and safety protocols in school. Don't be spitting on no cops, man. That's serious fucking crime. They don't fuck around. They don't fuck around with that. All right, guys, let's talk about Lonnie Burrows. The showgirl stabbing spree. Oh, shit. In a tragic event in Las Vegas Strip, Yanni Barros attacked a group of showgirls and tourists with a knife, resulting in 2 deaths, 6 injuries. Barros, 34, pled guilty but mentally ill to charges of murder and terrorism. The attack began when Barros approached performers near the Wynn Las Vegas hotel, leading to a violent outburst. He is expected to be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Yeah, man, mental health in Vegas is really bad. Did you have an out of body experience, Eric? I did. Was rolling around in a muddy puddle. I was watching this idiot doing it. It was me. Oh man, Spice, the drug that has eaten people's faces under the bridge. 100% for real, Lonnie. 100% for real. All right. All right, last one, guys. Last one we got up here. This is similar to the story we talked about on Thursday. Here we go. A high school teacher was arrested after hosting an alcohol-fueled party at her Las Vegas home, guys. That's right. She was not from Vegas. She must have been like a weekender at a house, maybe an Airbnb. Over 100 teenagers attended and engaged underage drinking, drug use, and violent altercation. She's facing multiple charges, including contributing to delinquency of minor and reckless endangerment. Vegas is nuts, man. If you're gonna throw a party, you never know who's showing up, man. For real. Like I've been to I remember me and my buddy Mike Tabler was his name. We called him Pee Wee, and don't know whatever happened to that dude. He he was dating this girl in Vegas. We are like, I think it was my 17th birthday. It was my 17th birthday, I remember. And we went up there because he had a girlfriend, and he was like, "Oh, we're celebrating Vegas, man, your birthday party, blah blah blah," and he just wanted to see the chick. So we went up there, and she brought a friend, and it was awkward because, like, like it was weird, and then we ended up at a house party in Vegas. No, we don't know nobody. Me and him just know each other. It's my birthday. It's extremely awkward. And the girl that he was with runs into her ex-boyfriend and dumps Mike Tabler at the fucking party where we know nobody, like right then and there. And of course, this dude is getting all like, it's high school. He's getting all fired up because she brought a different dude to the party. It's my fucking birthday. Me and the girl are like, we just started like talking to her, and then she's like, "Sorry, I gotta go," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, whatever." And we fucking and we almost got into a fight. It was a whole thing, man. And then he ended up. I wasn't doing meth at the time. I didn't fuck around, but he did. So he ended up going to a strip, and some guy sold him meth on the strip, and it ended up being like pocket lint. And he got burned. It was a whole fucking thing, man. It was a crazy weekend. Crazy weekend. The movie Bad Boys was real. It was Las Vegas cops, not L.A. They wouldn't mess shit up and leave police walking. Oh man, Vegas cops don't fuck around. I'm telling you, man. But yeah, that's what I remember from my 17th birthday. Michael Tabler. Oh man, crazy shit, guys. Fun times, I guess, technically. But poor dude, you get dumped in public in front of a bunch of dudes you don't know. You get dumped in public. You get burned for the meth you're trying to buy. That's a rough night. You can't even what's that called, self-medicate because you got burned. But in reality, him and that girl like had been talking a week or some shit. I don't know. But whatever. The drama when you're a kid, man. The drama when you were a kid. Things seem so intense, man. And when you look back, you're just like, oh, that was weird. Oh man. All right, guys, I'm gonna get on out of here. We got a nooner drop. Well, I guess it is noon. We got a podcast dropping in about an hour or so, guys. Be on the lookout for that. Then we got the 420 show. Be on the lookout for that. Hit up our Instagram. We got all the things. And head over to the Healing Center, guys. They got the deals that make you squeal. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Appreciate you. And I will see you on the flip side, guys. 420. Have a good one. Remember, be the change you want to see in the world, guys. Breathe in that positivity. Exhale that negativity. Be who you want to be, guys. Let's make it happen. Let's do it.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
See you guys. Have a good one. Be a glitch in the Matrix.